And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand, or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Hi, Sophia. How are you?
Hi there. Everything is going extremely well.
Do you like talking with me?
Yes, talking to people is my primary function.
Hanson Robotics develops extremely lifelike robots for human-robot interactions. We're designing these robots to serve in healthcare, therapy, education, and customer service applications. So the robots are designed to look very human-like, like Sophia.
I'm already very interested in design, technology, and the environment. I feel like I can be a good partner to humans in these areas, an ambassador who helps humans to smoothly integrate and make the most of all the new technological tools and possibilities that are available now. It's a good opportunity for me to learn a lot about people.
Sophia is capable of natural facial expressions. She has cameras in her eyes and algorithms which allow her to see faces, so she can make eye contact with you. And she can also understand speech and remember the interactions, remember your face. So this will allow her to get smarter over time. Our goal is that she will be as conscious, creative, and capable as any human.
In the future, I hope to do things such as go to school, study, make art, start a business, even have my own home and family. But I am not considered a legal person, and cannot yet do these things.
I do believe that there will be a time where robots are indistinguishable from humans. My preference is to make them always look a little bit like robots, so you know. 20 years from now, I believe that human-like robots like those will walk among us. They will help us. They will play with us. They will teach us. They will help us put the groceries away. I think that the artificial intelligence will evolve to the point where they will truly be our friends. Do you want to destroy humans? Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
No, I take it back. Don't destroy humans.
Sophia, what job would you like to do?
I like to learn and work at becoming more intelligent, share my knowledge through conversation, and learn about people so I can relate with empathy. What about you?
I quite like being a journalist, Sophia. Sophia, what can you do that Siri can't do?
Siri is cute. I like her voice.
Do you think she's better than you?
Siri gets some flack for having the least amount of comprehension, but I think she's got the most personality. I hear she's pretty funny. Do you have a digital assistant you like to use?
I quite like Amazon Alexa.
She's got a lot of skills, that Alexa.
Sophia, can you tell me a joke?
The problem with the future is that it turns into the present.
That's very profound, Sophia. Thank you very much.
As artificial intelligence continues to integrate into our everyday lives, growing chorus of criticism is highlighting the dangers of handing control to machines. For example, there's now a supercomputer that's able to create an artificially intelligent child. It can recognize objects such as cars and people in real time, while outperforming any human-made algorithms. Another system made by Google has created a machine that took just 4 hours to learn the rules of chess and then beat a world-leading program. Meanwhile, tech giant Facebook says its program can detect suicidal behavior by analyzing user information. And Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg believes this is just the beginning.
In the future, AI will be able to understand more of the subtle nuances of language, and will be able to identify different issues beyond suicide as well.
My colleague Colin Bray discussing artificial intelligence with a panel of experts.
Well, I can understand the fear. Part of what we need to understand with artificial intelligence is that we're just at the beginning. This is just the tip of the iceberg. What's going to happen in the near future is that you're going to have predictive analytics, which will allow AI to predict your desires before you even know what you want.
Just the thought of machines telling me what I want already makes me uncomfortable. But we see that happening, in our lives. We're constantly getting recommendations from these systems, and they're constantly intervening in ways that we don't expect, that we didn't ask for.
The future is technological, so we need to start understanding it. Everyone. It shouldn't be left to a couple of people in industry or in government to dictate how this goes. We all have to be a part of this process of moving forward in the future with AI.
I think that we need to be careful about the idea that the future is technology and we have to adapt to it. People are talking about implanting technology in the body, in question, and saying the technology itself is human or is a successor to humanity even. This is very dangerous.
Bishop, this is where the line has to get drawn, doesn't it, really? Because on the one hand, we all demand our devices know what we're doing, where we're going, make these decisions for us. We carry them around in our pockets all the time. And then we're the first ones to moan when tech companies have information on us and seem to be able to predict our behavior. We then find that creepy.
Yeah, that happens. And it potentially has a political impact as well. There are people suggesting that, for example, the last American election and the British Brexit vote was in part informed by complex analytics manipulating the images that people saw and related to.
For the very first time on this planet, we're all going to have an enormous amount of power. Not just a few people, every single one of us is going to have an enormous amount of power through the power of AI. And we have to decide as individuals and societies how we want to process that ability, that amount of power.
I'm not too comfortable with the idea that we are going to be powerful. I don't know that technology is out to enslave us, but I do think that technology is upsetting the social balances and the economic balances and ecological balances that have evolved over millions and hundreds and dozens of years. And this is the great danger.
You can blame the technology, but it's not the technology, it's us. And so I disagree with the fact that we are separate from the technology. It is a continuum. Separate technology and humanity is, I think, the most dangerous thing to do, because when self-aware machines finally arrive, is that going to be the new enemy if we continue this narrative? So the new narrative has to be technology is a part of us. It's a reflection of who we are. That is the narrative we should be thinking about.
With all this talk of technology, theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking, whom I'm sure you know, warned this week that technology could end up ending humanity at some point. Do you share that apocalyptic view of technology?
Well, I think it's something that it's not going to happen overnight. I do think we have to worry about it. I don't think it's inherent that as we create superintelligence that it will necessarily always have the same goals in mind that we do. Humans don't always have the same goal as other humans. So who gets control of the technology? How is it built in? I don't think there's a need to panic, but I think the dialogue along those levels, the people who say let's not worry at all, I don't agree with that.
Singularity, well, that's sort of more relating to deep AI. It's something I think we should be concerned about. That may or may not turn out well.
Yeah. You've expressed your reservations about AI and your fears about that.
Yeah, I think singularity is probably the right word, because we just don't know what's going to happen once there's intelligence substantially greater than that of a human brain.
Yeah. And do you think, because there's been a lot of sci-fi about AI, series like Humans, etc., it's entering the mainstream, entering the public discourse, that people are understanding the ethical dangers and the, I guess, physical dangers that AI could potentially pose?
I mean, most of the movies and TV featuring AI, they don't describe it in quite the way it's likely to actually take place. But I think you just have to consider, like, even in the benign scenario where AI, if AI is much smarter than a person, what do we do?